Thank you very much. This session is called Application of AI in Business. Now, I have two questions to you guys. The first one is talking about the experience with your insurance company. Who of you ever claimed or had a claim to rise with your insurance company? Please raise your hand. Okay. Now, my worst experience with my insurance company was I had to wait for 9 weeks until the claim has been settled. Now, anybody more than that? More than 9 weeks? How many? 6 months? Well, that is that is a brutal record. Anybody else more than 6 months? Okay, I think you got the golden shot here. Now, why am I raising this? It is basically because we at Omnius, we realized, hey, whilst looking into the insurance industry, well, funny enough, 85% of all claims are still managed manually. So what's happening? I tell you in a visual example. Last year, my bicycle was stolen. So I went to police. I said, well, I have a theft declaration to make. Then I bought myself a new bike. I sent the invoice of my old bike, my new bike, together with the police declaration to my insurance company. It took me about 7 weeks until it got settled. But physically what's happening, I followed it up because I called them. I was just interested. What they did is they sent it to an Eastern European offshore service center where physically people are sitting there just typing in what's written on my invoices on the theft report. They're matching whether everything is fine, whether I'm really insured against that. And then after, several weeks, the whole thing got settled. And that's, to a large extent, down to this manual process. Now, the good thing is that, well, the bad thing is, why is this the case? It's fundamentally, technology has gone a very long way, but if you think of 2 invoices of different types of companies where you bought your bicycle, they are semantically very much the same, but they probably look very, very different. And it's the same with the police theft declaration. So we're talking about 3 different document types, 2 of which having semantically the same type of context, and the third one being, police theft report. And that's fundamentally the problem why, so many of those documents are still managed manually. Now, the problem with all of that is not only that it's time-consuming, which somehow we've learned to accept, even though more and more people do not want to accept that anymore. The second aspect is, of course, it's costly. But the third aspect, I think, is the most important one, and that's when we are today engaging with our clients, is basically it's killing innovation. If you need to ask yourself all the time, how many people do I need to resolve a claim? Well, how can you become innovative? You don't have the data at your fingertips, because you constantly need to push it into a manual query, waiting until it's being processed, and then you can ask yourself, well, now, let's go on. And that's not only a technical question, but it's also a cultural question. If you want to run an innovative type of company that is data-driven, that fosters innovation, that puts the customer in the center of our doing, then you need to be able to access this type of information quickly, ideally real-time. And that is part of the challenge, as I see it, within the insurance industry as of today. And getting back to why this is the case, because these documents are complex and they have a certain variability. And up till now, it was predominantly mankind to be able to solve that. Now, we've heard a lot this morning from Nishal, our scientific engineer, but also from the guys from EIPath, what's happening in the technical sphere of managing complexity and variability at the same time. And basically, I'm a simple mind. With artificial intelligence, we are today in a position to resolve these type of things, and that's why we launched Omnius and the products related to that. And Omnius fundamentally, and basically, what we are doing here is, well, we are processing big volumes of arbitrary documents through artificial intelligence. And arbitrary documents in this context means, on the one hand, we're talking of different types of documents, being it PDFs, JPEGs, whatever, as well as these different types of documents that follow probably similar structures, are semantically comparable, like my example of the bicycle invoice, or of police theft declarations, or which look, by the way, different from village to village, from province to province. And we're extracting those relevant data out of those documents that are of relevance to our customers and put it in a structured form so that ideally our clients can process that in an automated way. For that reason, we have launched 2 products specifically targeting the key requirements within insurance. The first one is omnius claim. So we have a pre-trained model, and that model has been pre-trained fundamentally with documents that appear in claims processes. So all that you can think of, invoices, declarations from police, and comparable ones. So this has been pre-trained, and it's very easy and can very quickly be adopted to specific customers' needs. And the second product, which is, I think, a pretty interesting one, is Omnius Policy. And Omnius Policy basically understands the key values of your insurance policies, which allows our clients to make counter proposals within a couple of seconds. So, if I think of my insurance policies, typically, it takes me, about 20 minutes to understand and to find the relevant data, and we do this in an automated way. Now, to make this a little bit more transparent, I've brought with me two case studies. Case study 1 is from a leading, pretty large German insurance company, where we do the retail claims processes. Originally, there was a team of people extracting the core values out of those claims in a manual way. They did nothing else than that. We engaged with them. We understood what they wanted to extract. We trained our engine in a very short time frame on exactly those values that they were interested to extract. And in this very instance, because our customer was really very straightforward and knew very well, we onboarded them only within a couple of weeks, and since then we automatically process. And we also do the quality assurance in this instance, which means that we can guarantee a quality level of 99.5%. Straight from day 1 onwards, which is pretty cool. So what I would call this is an application of AI in today's world, being very straightforward and supporting our clients in a very quick and fast way. Now the second one is related to the policy product. So the policy product in this instance is an American customer of ours, where we are extracting key values from American insurance policies. Those policies come to us through a photo of a mobile phone. We extract the core values, and our client can make a counter proposal within a couple of seconds. So that is a very easy way, to expand market share, and that is a typical product for hunters, for hunting insurance companies, both, by the way, in insurtech as well as traditional insurance companies, which we think is a pretty cool thing. And therefore, I think the key value that we can deliver to our clients is, and unfortunately it's not on this chart, but we enable our clients from both traditional and new economy, if you want, to put the customer back into the center, to re-innovate and become again customer focused and not process focused, which means that we can help to speed up process times, to increase quality, to really make the employees focus on the stuff, on the more complicated stuff, and the easy stuff is just being automatically routed. And by the way, and that's the bottom left-hand side, the whole thing very seamlessly integrates into an IT environment. I've spent 10 years in corporate IT, so I know the big blues of this world, and I know that if you talk to AI with them, it typically lasts 6 to 8 months, combined with a big check, and then you don't know, how it integrates for very good reasons. So don't understand me wrong, but we've built our products as a service-oriented product that connects seamlessly, very quickly, without big IT project, into existing workflows and IT environments. And that's the way how we think AI should work, how AI can deliver value today to the benefit of our clients and their clients with all combined positive aspects that we try to outline on this chart. So that's only in a nutshell, we as a host of today's event, to make you understand what we are doing. Thank you very much for that, and I hand over to my subsequent speaker.
Thank you, Martin, for sharing that.